Hello and welcome to the next episode. Now last time we have left off shortly before some decisive battles which are coming up, but also we have finished up some research centers. Two are here still under construction, or rather under research for the projects. And next will be that we also build these ones here, but we are lacking once again volatiles. Sorry, volatiles. But what I already did is start rebuilding our HEPs. I also started renaming them properly. So those who have watched our previous playthroughs here know that I sometimes renamed them like what is in there, like Xeno 5 here, or 5 times Xeno. And now these are under construction here, but I had to stop because of the volatile problem. However, I started to make a list here on my table. What we already got. For example, we have 5 Xeno stations, we have 5 social, we have 5 space, and we do have a total of 11 research centers under construction. Not research center, research campuses. And yeah, we are going to continue building that up. I started with the Earth ones because we have to place the special ones which only can be made in Earth orbit here, like the social science ones and the Xeno ones. But also I wanted to put the space science ones into Earth orbit because of the... where is it? Here we are. Because of the bonus to the mission control priority, which is something we use extensively, of course. Also renamed the nanostation here. And then I will continue forward with the other ones here as soon as we have volatiles again. And then I'm moving my attention to Mars to also rename and rebuild our bases there and optimize towards our research output, that we have 50% station or the module bonus towards all research categories that we have and interested in. And if something is left, we can build some operation centers, nanofactories, but also research centers if possible. And yeah, the big problem, of course, with the research ones are that we can't make them here on Mars because of the population limit, but we are getting closer to 10k now. I do think that we maybe want to build some HEP modules there, and maybe we can get the next one of those. So if we look into this one here, let's see. So HEP, yeah, HEP living quarters is the one we already have, which provides us with 50 crew. That's not a lot, but the residential module here, we could go into this one. We would need, however, space commerce and extended space survival. Not really something I want to aim for right now. We don't need the ring cores yet. Mission to the outer planets, though. Maybe we are going to unlock that relatively soonish. And the residential module already would provide us with 500 crew here and some decent influence income, which is also nice for just one boost, which is also a decent trade-off here. And also it would create a little bit of money income. What we also aim for long-term is the administration tower here, for which we need the white-collar automation, which is an interesting tech actually to take, because the administration tower will provide us with, of course, some control points, which are not important for us, but also a mission control point and a 5% production bonus to that HEP, which is, for example, science if we go to the orbit of Earth here. So that's a decent bonus here. Yeah, and basically now we want to first of all get something out of our chest here, and that's we are going to use our Mercury defense fleet to hunt down this fleet here and stop the bombardments here for the moment. So let's go there and fight it out. I hope that we can manage it. I'm not sure if we are going to win here, but who knows. Start battle, and we are going to do the usual thing here. We're going with the Great Wall here. Do we? Nah, Great Wall, maybe not. Maybe High Wall here? Yeah, High Wall is better, and then we can place the PDC ship in the center. So you go here. We only have one, right? Yeah, we only have one. Confirm. And how do we want to do this? First of all, we go into fortress mode here. Destroyer, escorts. So maybe let's let them show us their true pathing here. Okay, they all turn to the right side and they all stay somewhat close to each other. That's annoying, actually, because then they can cover each other with PDC. However, this means that we are going to send everything we got at one run, basically. So the monitor class... So actually, we can go to attack posture here. The railgun will fire on the destroyer here. And then we send one to the escort, the other to the escort. And then we send... we're going to hold one back. So this one has to go to fortress again. And remove its target. And then we can just send one large package of rockets here. Did they just use their rockets for defense? Okay, that was not what I wanted to do. So, yeah, let's reload this one. I forgot that we can use rockets in defense here, so that was the wrong setting. We need to do focused fire. That's... Well, interesting. That was an easy fail here. Can happen. That sometimes happens. I mean, I just loaded up the game and started recording. I didn't play for 2 days, so that's something you really do probably when you are not used to these fights anymore. Yeah, basically, we want to fight here on Mercury, and then we want to do the other fight around Earth afterwards in January. These are the two highlights of this episode, basically. Oh, come on, load faster. What a stupid mistake. Okay, come on. But yeah, basically to continue what I was saying earlier, we really need to get our space science bonuses going, 50% from each station, and then as many research centers as we can, and also operation centers as many as we can, while not going bankrupt on that. Oh, the music stopped. Okay. And that's really what we need to focus on here in the next 2 or 3 months of in-game time, basically. All the volatiles we currently have to go into these new research centers now. Actually, we are really late on this front, but we had other problems with the ships we had to produce. Why is it so slow today? Maybe my computer is also still sleeping. Not well. Come on. I mean, that's a problem if you use, for example, missiles instead of torpedoes, because I think torpedoes don't have the defensive function, but missiles do. So start battle here again. Let's do it quickly here. So we do high wall, and now we move the PDC into center again. There we go. New attempt here. So we are going to... Oh, they have a slightly different formation here. Oh, the problem is that the... What? Ah, now it also changed path. Okay, we are going to go to focused fire posture here with everything. So we are not going to use our missiles defensively. I don't know why they did that. Because it does say here, Guardian-capable weapons will not fire defensively. Or maybe it's the otherwise they will attack the nearest available target. And maybe the torpedoes count as a target. Oh, that would be really bad. So you Oh yeah, that was the fleet targeting. That was not ideal. Now you go here, you go here. And then everything except the last one here. This Barracuda here. I'm going to remove, put it into Fortress. This one also into defensive posture. And let's go. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. And our PDC is working here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is the problem if they protect each other here. Hang one down. Okay, and now we really have to get this escort, actually. Because that's still the last one still moving here. And actually, we also seem to have gotten its engine. Okay, fine. We have disabled both of them, apparently. Okay, so we can get out here. And... oh, that's good. We lost one ship, apparently. Ah, that's fine, though. We have stopped the bombardments on Mercury this way. Yeah, and we can just go home here, refuel and everything. Actually, let's see how much that would cost us before we do it. So this one is 16 volatiles. Yeah, that's okay. So we're just going to do this here. And now let's... actually, we don't need to show this. So I'm going to skip forward, take out these two fleets here. And we are going to go directly straight forward to the battle on the 14th of January here. Which is, again, 16 ships most likely. Let's see how many... oh, there's one more singular ship arriving earlier. We're going to take this out as well. But yeah, let's go forward to January here. Well, here we are, close to the battle. Now, I just want, before we go into the battle, I just wanted to give a heads up about the changes we did. So basically, we have used our new volatiles here to rebuild all of our mass bases. We can see here at the bottom the named one with energy, life science, material, and so on. But also the unnamed ones here, or rather the with the native name, which the game chose for them. We also made some research stations on top of them, like more materials and energy research, because I was thinking about what do we need in the near future. So I have built all of them roughly in the same template, which is 3 research centers here, plus a nanofactory and 3 nanofactories. 3? No, two or 3 operation centers, and then some of them have a nanofactory, some not. But basically I have rebuilt most of them to roughly have the same pattern. And yeah, they will also increase our science output here, because they produce a 10 flat, but they also produce 10%. Of course, the bonus diminishes quite strongly after 50%. So of course, right now we have gone down quite significantly here in our bonus output, but that will go up in 90 days a lot. So we are just weaker for 3 months now, but that's fine. We are going to get a lot of stuff. However, I have run out of volatiles again. What I now want to do is build research campuses, or centers as I call them all the time, on the moon base here, the Abel Tasman base, to replace the skunk works here. And I'm going to put new skunk works on the not Mercury, Cirrus bases here, where I'm going to remove the science labs that we currently have there. So I'm going to make some layered defense arrays here, but also some skunk works, and basically I think I want to have 2 or 3 layered defense arrays on each of these bases here, because I do expect that we have to embrace the fact that eventually Cirrus is going to get shut down. I just don't want to have a third fleet actually, or even a 4th fleet just for Cirrus here, because we can't afford it mission control wise. So that's why I want to turtle up these bases a bit with 3-layered defense erasers each, in the hopes that this will discourage the aliens to go there in the first place. And of course, Mercury, we are going to observe. We have now basically three destroyed bases here left. What we could do actually is queue up some... I know we are going to get a new marine module, right? Yeah, in February. We are going to wait for this and then we make new ships, basically. The problem is with Mercury, we have won that fight, but a new fleet is coming. So we just saw here, in between the last days, a new fleet has started flying towards Mercury. And it's a cruiser, 2 frigates, and an escort. And I'm pretty sure that we can't take this stuff out right now with the stuff we have on Mercury again. Which puts us back into the same pickle we were before. It's not worth it to rebuild the Mercury bases just to get them shut down in about half a year, a bit more. So they will not repay itself until then. So we are just going to keep them for the moment, and we are going to continue making more ships until I have the feeling that this will be enough and there are no more other fleets flying towards Mercury. There's another ship coming here. We are just going to wait this out. And now let's get into the big fight here. So we just have to move forward until the 14th of January here.
We're in control now.
Oh yeah, Italy, finally. So we can put everything in funding. And these 2 fleets have arrived and they are not doing anything right now. But we are going to merge everything up into one big fleet, 33 ships here. Really need to recharge? Really? Did I forget that? Okay, but they didn't do anything. Now. Oh, what are they doing? Rallying with Victor 130. Okay, that's the other fleet. So we are going to wait this out here. Let's reduce speed actually. And now they have merged up. Sadly, the game doesn't just show the new stuff. Okay, we do have 16 ships. So many escorts. They are too fast for our rockets. And a lot of gunships. They are also quite fast. They are even faster, the gunships. Well, we have to do it. Alright? So let's go. Let's take them out. Of course, we could have waited until they, for example, attack some of the other factions. Oh, that would be lame, right? Do I need to... Wait a second. Do I need to change a setting here? Gameplay. Maximum ships allowed in combat 50. Yeah, we're going to increase this one here. I want all of them to be in the battle here. So 90. To the game. So we do have... Oh, would that fit into 50? I didn't calculate. So that's 49 exactly. Oof. So we do have a lot of gunships, 3 escorts, a monitor, and a destroyer. Actually, that's not too... It's not that much actually, because we do have a huge amount of monitors by now. So engage. They want to fight actually. And the big question is the fleet formation though. So basically high wall. Ooh, that's... You can't see anything from these arrows here. Now we need to make sure that our point defense ships... How many do we have? Only 3? Oh, we only have 3 point defense ships. Okay, we need to make sure that these ones are in the center. And I don't know where they are. So that's a problem. Here's one. Put it here. Oh, that's annoying. But you can't highlight these ships classes. Okay, that's another one. So put it here. And then The last one. We put it here. Actually, let's switch around like this. Okay, we have our PDC ships now in the center. Or do we maybe want to... Yeah, let's maybe do it like this. So we have one coverage here, one coverage here, one coverage here. The exteriors will be exposed, but that's fine. We confirm everything into Guardian. Or Fortress, actually. And... what's the distance? 1,200. Okay, so we are going to wait until 1,000 here before we start picking targets. So everyone... Ay, 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 ay. That will get complicated, I'm pretty sure. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 laser classes. We do have a few railguns. Okay, how are we going to do this? I think the monitors will stay on just picking targets whatever they want to shoot at, but now we have to go through the monitors here. Which means we are going back to focus fire here, actually. No, wait a second. These ones will go to... no, not the rayguns. Oh, come on. This one will go to attack or balanced. We're going to balance those so that we can shoot down some of the projectiles which are going to come towards us. I know. Ah, now I set the whole fleet again. Okay, everything into this setting. I'm not focused here right now. That's a very bad thing. Now these go into balanced posture here, and they can pick targets what they want. Our railguns will not shoot defensively. They will only shoot aggressively. So that they don't try to shoot down other coil gun rounds, for example. Now our rocket ships here. Ay, ay, ay. So we are going to go through basically everything here. Everybody gets one load of stuff. Okay, we have Iron Mountain, Dancing Wind, Jade Waves, Eternal Storm, Burning Wind, and Arrow Wind. Okay, here we are. Arrow Wind. Then we continue with Shadow Flower. The problem is that they might outrun our rockets, actually. Ah, that might be a problem. But we are going to not be concerned about this right now. Now we are going to shoot 3 on the monitors here. And 3 on the destroyer here. Oh, and that's everything we got already. Ay, ay, ay. I thought I had more ships. Okay, let's see what will be the result here. There will be problems ahead. I'm already sure of this. Okay, a lot of stuff is shooting. We do have the Twilight Storm. That's an escort, right? No. Okay, these are all torpedoes that they are firing. But that should be fine with our... yeah, with the lasers and everything, we do have enough here to shoot that down. And now the fireworks begin. But we have already sent our load of missiles here, so let's slow down. Oh, Oh, it's getting laggy. Okay, the PDC worked. So that's at least a good thing. Now, with the fireworks here. Okay, first escort going down. Oh, I love high velocity rockets. Missiles. That's one down, that one down. Something is behind us here. We can take care of that later. And the monitor is taking damage. Destroyer is already down. Okay, the escorts are the problem now. But now we can... So let's see, is there anything which has still some rockets in there? Or missiles, rather. I always... No, doesn't look like that. Seems we have spent all missiles here. Surprising. And we do have one ship here to the left. Which one is that? That's a gunship class. So we are going to... first of all, the whole fleet is now going to use target lock here. But these guys are going to shoot on this one. And the whole right side, whatever we have here, is going to shoot first of all at the... Yeah, the Jade Mountain here. The monitor probably is already dead in the water. So let's increase velocity here. So we can get through there. Right. That was to be expected that they are dodging a lot. But the Jade Mountain is apparently dead. Yep, there we go. So these ones can now shoot on the Roaring Mountain here. Something died from our side. Okay, our left side is retargeting because the gunship is too far away. Okay, that's the monitor down. Now we can actually focus... Let's focus on this one. With all we got. To be expected that we lose some ships here. Actually, some more. Come on, can you please hit something here? Ah, we're losing a lot of monitors here. Okay, we should change focus to... Which one is this one? Jade Waves. Yeah, this one. Ah, they're too fast for us to properly hit, actually. So we are going to go into attack posture here so they can shoot at whatever they want. Let's retarget with this one. The closest one currently. Let's speed up a bit. Come on, you can't dodge everything. At least we have some lasers. Eventually they will deal damage, but the question is who will die first. Come on. Yes! That was a few hits from the ray guns here. Okay, who's this one? Jade Waves is returning, so let's focus on Jade Waves here for a moment. Okay, this one, the Eternal Storm, should not survive this. There we are. Awesome. And they want to disengage. I do think that I want to take this. I'm not sure where the Auspicious Dawn has gone to, so... Okay, let's have a look at our losses here. The loot here. 300 volatiles. We lost 2 officers and we got 6 new ones. So we lost 3 laser monitors. They were expensive, I have to say this. And we lost one of our old rocket missile ships, basically. That's fine. So, we are going to go home here. And... Okay. Okay, something is severely damaged here, which is slowing us down. It's this one. So run this one as well. So we're going to send the healthy ones home. Yeah, 8.6 hours. We are not going to automatically repair and supply because I don't know how expensive it will be. And now these ones we can also split up again. Therefore, we're going to just send them home. These ones I'm going to automatically repair when they arrive, if they arrive at all at some point. 2 weeks only for this guy. Fine. Okay, let's see. And the repair and rebuild costs would be 13 days. Yeah, now we have to make sure. I mean, most of them are not severely damaged. So we just refuel here, resupply. Oh, that's a long time, actually. What are they doing, actually? So they're just sitting here in orbit currently, and they have one very slow ship in it. So let's just refuel... No, not attack. Resupply here. Okay, do we want to attack it again? I mean, we don't need all the fleet for this. Which means we just take the railgun, so all the monitors here. Oh, they don't have any combat strength left. They might... No, they can't escape here. So we are going to take the 3 PTC classes. And then some rockets along the way here. There we are. And we're just going to take this here. They're a little bit damaged, but that's fine. And finish up the job here. 1.77 days? Really? Just to reach them? Okay, we do need to set up a new mission phase first. For which we are going to continue here on Italy.
Down.
And also improve our campaign here.
I'm here.
Also try to purge it immediately. This one. 16 is fine. And Flores, you can go to advice here with your science bonus. And then let's continue and get this job of the fight done. Nice, nice, nice. They probably don't want to... They can escape? Really? Miligi. Oh, so they... Wasn't it telling us to... What? I thought it said the minimum acceleration is 0.37 millig's. Okay, in this case we just go home to the spaceport here. I'm not going to waste fuel to try to chase them. They don't have a combat rating, so something is off there.
Support.
Let's see if they stay there. Maybe Humanity First will take care of them. No, it starts repairs automatically. Okay, so we have still half the fleet left here. which we can hold back in repairs for the moment. And let's see, the next arrival on Earth is actually quite far away in the autumn. But there's already a fleet compiling again, so 8 ships here, plus 2 here. October is, yeah, some month away. However, we lost some ships. And we definitely need new ones here. But these ones are very expensive, so... But we do have... Okay, we do have 3 railgun classes under construction and a monitor class here. So we are going to make 2 new ones here. And we are going to also use boost from Earth here in this case. And also, I do think I want to have 1 more PDC ship here. Also, you can use boost here as well. Yeah, but we can't make more of those right now with our lack of volatiles here. Especially we can't make stuff on Mercury, which I would love to expand again in our fleet. But we can't. Yeah, so next episode, I'm going to make a cut here. Next episode, we are going to see the improvements in science that we have just started up. And probably continue up towards the autumn of 2031 to see the fights there. While we progress scientifically, next episode, we're going to finish Quantum, probably get the new agent, and most likely we're also going to finish up arc lasers here, which would be a major improvement to the stuff we currently own. At least from the point defense perspective, but also the... Oh, we could also get the advanced pulsar drive, that's nice. And we could consider going into some of the better laser technologies here for our ships to upgrade our monitors here. That wouldn't hurt. And what else? We're probably also going to see the advanced technologies, not advanced, alien technologies here. Advanced hydrogen containment we are not going to push, although we want to get into antimatter now. But we are still leading here, so we don't need to push it hard. It's more important that we get our infrastructure going now. We also still have these bases here on the asteroids on these 2 ones. We should upgrade them to a layered defense array as well, but also then to skunkworks here. So that all the project bonuses that we see here on our projects will come from non-Leo stations, basically not Earth, whatever we have somewhere else. And the Mercury project has to be delayed, but Mercury is mostly important for our antimatter project in the future. So losing it temporarily is not that dramatic. And we still have 2 settlements here, 3 settlements actually left on Mercury, and we are going to overtake, basically invade all the other ones. For the moment, we are going to let them here, yeah, let them build that stuff, and then we are going to use Marines to take it over again. For which we are doing this new Advanced Marine Assault Unit project, and then we can make new corvettes to invade those stations here. And then we have everything we want. What we also should do, global tech-wise, next is research or put it up. I think it's called Outer Planet or Jupiter. Mission to Jupiter, probably. You're right. Mission to the asteroids is here. Mission to Jupiter, exactly. 10,000. That's something we should pick next on the global techs as well. Because then we can take over more mines on Mars as well as on Mercury. And we also still, at some point, we still need to do these to expand into the outer solar system when we start fighting the aliens, which isn't too far away. We just need to get somehow to a drive that we can use to get our fleet out of the orbits of our planets here. But in general, we are fighting well and everything is stabilizing again. We just have to solve our resource issues here because volatiles will be a big problem for us long term. And Mercury will not solve this. So actually we could check around here. Prospecting. There are some asteroids which have decent amounts of volatiles here. So we might want to get something like a high KPS drive and visit the academy here. Or one of the others, basically. I mean, Sirius is in our hands, actually. Yeah, maybe we want to visit some of these asteroids here to, well, expropriate them of their mining. Well, but now, leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next episode where we are going to push our tech to new levels that we haven't seen before.